Y'all with me? Well, this is Hollywood, California. We're here in Hollywood, California. Okay? Yeah, I thought this was just about as good a place as any. Just go ahead and fire it up. Got here. Well, I enjoy his taste of music. Okay? Little AC/DC. My name's Vincent. I'm going to refer to myself as Ozzy throughout this because I am. I'm the same as everyone else. It's out there. Think of me, I come from the hills of Missouri. You know, the Ozarks, Springfield, down in the hills, Hillbilly. That's to start with. Then we move up closer to the city because we got to make a living for our family, you know? And so what we end up doing is getting a little bit closer. That's probably called the rural country. And then we'll move, you know, we'll travel into the city during the daytime. During the week, we'll try to make money. Most of my friends that I went to high school with, just as soon as they get to the point to where they can, they're back down in the hills. They for sure are. If they can get there and they can stay there, that's what they're gonna do. So anyway, I'm autistic. This is about autism, okay? That's what this is about. You know, something so simple could help so many. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it everything I got left to see if I can't help them out. Instead of just head on back down to the hills and, you know, basically by the time I get back down there, I won't be talking no more. What happened is about 20 years ago, and not quite, back in 2000, I hooked up with a really nice gentleman. You know, kind of a don, a mentor to me, and took me into his business, and I made it. I mean, I made that business everything and 10 times more because I'm autistic. Once I get into something and once I go ahead and go forwards with it, it's just, you know, kind of seeing things a little bit quicker, a little faster, just more efficient. I don't know. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm an autistic. I have autism. I'm the highest level you're ever going to hear talk to you like this. You know, I'm Rain Man, and I can actually speak. Can I speak social? No. That was the problem. As I work, and his name was Charles Young, Cy Young, okay? I'm gonna be real with everybody because I'm doing this for the littles. His name was Cy Young. I worked for him for a long time, but I was so good at what I did that what I was doing the whole time, and all my customers probably know this as well, I was able to work myself into a position to where I just really didn't have to be around people anymore. I'd have garage door codes to doctors and lawyers and, oh yeah, you know, Mr. Botox there, all those good guys, you know, the ones that pay to have their lawn equipment serviced every year. And I was on the highest end of it. They just didn't get no higher. I took it as high as you could get it with autism. Garage door codes, remove equipment, take care of it, put it back, and then Mr. Young, he took care of all that other stuff. I didn't have to go social. And what I realize now, it was my autism that was pulling me there. It was doing its hardest, working its hardest, trying to keep me there, get me there, and keep me there. That's what autism does to you. That's where we want to play. That's NASCAR. Quantum physics, you know, figuring out perpetual motion, and we're smoking at NASCAR. That's when you come up to us on a park bench and we're way gone. We're way ahead of you and we got to slow down. It's kind of hard to do. Ozzy's out there. That'd be all you little autistic coming up with your autism. You're not going to hear me tell you no drugs. I'm not that guy. I didn't live my life on drugs. I did teens and then I got out. On, you know, the meds, the alter autism. My son, all right, about 26 now, something, meds when he was a teen, chose to not himself. Every soul has the right to choose, okay? That's for nobody else to tell anybody how they feel and what they want to do. It doesn't matter if you're on the meds or not. You need to know your Ozzy, and you need to know how to control your Ozzy. Like these little chips in the road right here. There's one down there at, well, we're in Hollywood, California. This is Santa Monica Boulevard right here. And if you head on down Santa Monica Boulevard, about 80, almost, what, 8,900 or something, you're gonna hit the pavilions. There's a real nice set of these right here on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can hear the cars when they're at speed, da, 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 and then it stops. That's the ultimate Ozzy, okay? You can just keep on going farther and farther. But what you gotta have is you gotta have that break in it to where it's something else, you know, something changes and then it starts over again. That way you can control yourself and you can keep where you gotta be. I was underneath a helicopter. Oh, look, right over there, behind where the concrete mixer is over there, a helicopter yesterday. I got it on my phone, not on this kind of recorder. I got it on my phone. Was putting all the air conditioning equipment up there. It just keeps beating. And it never stops. Oh, you gotta, what I realized is my Aussie could take off. So what I did is, as I got away from all these people and I just kind of worked myself into year after year of not really being around, my kids had grown and kind of went and did their thing. I was headed to Aussie. I was living my life in Aussie. Want to make it worse? I lost my boss. All right, they closed the business. That was it. It took 3 months all by myself. I liquidated everything out. I got them out of the building. They got the building sold. Okay, and they got that taken care of. And I wanted to go take care of my people that I was still taking care of. What I did not realize is where I was. Is that I wasn't the social person I used to be 20 years ago when I started working for him. Actually, I couldn't get nothing done nowhere. Every single place I walked into, every store, every place, on the phone, everywhere, I couldn't get nowhere. Because why? Because we live our life through our emotion and our feeling, and we speak out of our emotions and our feelings. That's why it's so different to you. It's why it would seem Greek, okay, as a word. But most people in the Midwest, they would take it as retarded, okay? You know, and I'm close to retard and Down syndrome. It's the biggest love you can get. It's that pain pill that gets you off right there under your rib. Oh, you go get a Down for a day, or go get a retard for a day, or go get an Aussie, a child that's living through autism, and take the time. It just takes a little bit more time. That's what this is about. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use up every single bit of this video. I would say it's for a judge, it's for a politician, it's for the wonderful president and his beautiful wife and his family. It's for anybody social. It's for all the doctors that deal with autism, but it's for the whole world, because until you're ready and you allow autism to come out and get familiarized, you know, close, where you know the traits and how things are. Until you do that, we're a loophole, okay? That's what we are. We're a loophole. Never been called anything. Nobody gets in trouble at stores or anything for kind of pushing us off and not wanting to have to take the time, okay? We're a loophole. We're just in the loophole category, all right? And nobody's crying. Do you hear us crying out there? No, and I'm not either. I'm not going to fight with bigs over this. I'm going to go help the littles. Every breath I have is going to go help the littles, okay? But if I get in front of some judge, they won't let me no more. The Jackson County judge won't let me in the courtroom no more. He's my judge. He's wonderful. He was helping me. He was protecting me from being in that room. I'm kind of living in absolution, you know. What happened is that when Mr. Young, when I lost him, and I finally lost that place as the venue where I was doing what I was doing, I went and made my own. And it was only the pickup and delivery service part of it. It wasn't all that sales and everything else. Hey, you're more than welcome to go ahead and take a look. It's KCMOWERCENTER, KCMowerCenter.com. You can see the shop that I was staying in. That's where it happened. I got bit by a rattlesnake. I shut off the phone where nobody could call me no more, and now we was only dealing with email. All the customers only through Gmail only. No verbal for 18 months with people no more, because they couldn't understand me on the phone. The word phone, you're on the phone. No, I'm just gonna tell the girls back in the Midwest, I'll tell you what's coming this summer. Boots and Daisy Dukes, and there's kind of a mood going forward where girls don't wear bras. A lot of that in California. And so by the time that I end up shutting the phone off, not shut it off, but I just wouldn't answer the phone. It was only Gmail, because I got the chance to think twice and look at what I was writing and so on, and you know, and then so there. Now I'm not talking to people no more for 18 months, and then got rid of 2 of my houses that I had. At least I'm in an investment house, and the house that I stayed at that I hated. I just hated ever since I lost Joe 20 years ago. I hated the house. It never was a house. I never wanted to be in it ever since. Anyway, I moved into that warehouse. It was the best time of my whole entire life. You should see the 80 hours. I cut an 80-hour video. What happened in there is that I let myself go. Aussies, I went way, way, way too far. I went so far I was gone. in absolution. And what happens in your life as you grow, Aussies, autistic children, your autism is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger as you end up growing. All right? Wait, I'm going to say growing, growing, growing. I'm telling the Aussies about growing and stronger. All right, see, that's the 4. LT. Sometimes what you'll hear me is you'll hear me talk to my little one because I like to talk in a little language. It's safe. It's FCC safe, okay? My little, she's LT. Catalina. She's LT. Hey, LT, I told you on the last video now. That's the 4. Well, that'll only take us to Simple Video. We'd have to get on another bus to keep going. And I told you I'm taking you out to the beach on a sunny day. I took you out there at nighttime, honey. So we'll be waiting for down this road. We've got to catch the 704, okay? It's probably going to be a red bus. And that'll get us to the beach, and you can see it today. And so can all you. Who? The Supreme Court judge. All of you. Judges are the biggest thing in my life. You're the rule of the soul. I commend you. That's why we put you there. Every judge out there means everything to me. Police officers to us, they're our protection. We just don't understand, okay? Especially if we're an Aussie. I'll go out there and I'll try to teach them how to not go so far, okay? If you police and fire and social workers, if you give me a chance, I'll make you proud. I can do this. Nobody else has the power on earth to do this except for me. Because it's my 53 years of messed up life that made me, okay? It's what made me. Nobody else could pretend to be me. It's what made me. And then I went to that warehouse and I went way too far into Aussie in that warehouse after Mr. Young. And then Hillbilly died. Okay? About the end of the year, and he figured something out. I know he did. He was a higher autism than me. He was 87. Something happened in that warehouse. I think I got bit by a rattlesnake and jumped right on up to where he was, and I'm still there. It's just all of a sudden come March, after being in there all winter long, my little comes back. She's a female sergeant in the Army, and she was in Kuwait. Second tour of duty in the 548. Love and joy, honey. Love and joy, 548. She couldn't understand me when she come home, come March. I was in absolution. I was full Aussie. You guys will never know. You would know, okay, if you went away. But you wouldn't know if you're at high school or if you're around people and you're keeping yourself in, and that's what it's all about. You got to keep yourself in. You have to keep yourself in. Feeling your body, feeling your muscles in your body, it keeps you here. If you get pudgy to where you just can't feel anything in your body no more, oh, it just helps. Autism, oh yeah, it's grabbing onto you and it's wanting you to go, hey, let's go play in there. We get to figure those things out and do those things, and it's so much fun to be there, and we don't have to work so hard to be social with all the people. You're gonna fight it all your life, and I'm gonna teach you how to deal with it. It's called Aussie training, okay? I don't care, meds or not. There's gonna be Aussie training. You're gonna know what you got, the gift, when you're young, and you're gonna know what it's gonna do to you, and you're gonna know the things you're gonna wanna do to make the most of it. Not make it go away, but control it and make the most of it, okay? I got you. That's what they say. You're talking to the right guy. As long as I can stay alive long enough to get these recordings done, and it hasn't been easy, okay? And I've been a real shit the whole way. United States government, Las Vegas Police Department. I know. I got an ass whipping coming. I know. Fire Department. Los Angeles, California has been so nice to me. Hollywood has been so kind as to keep me going long enough. So I'm here on the streets of Hollywood. I've been here for 6 months. Oh, boy, you just missed a whole lot of story in between, didn't you? Yeah, it's a story you want to hear. I was gone. I'm still in Aussie, but I pulled myself back. What I did is with a series of mirrors and being able to look at myself and look at myself speak and say it out loud and say it again and this, and I could emulate who I was speaking to. I had a lot of people. Kind of been around a lot, I really have, in a lot of different ways. Hey, it's 704, look, LT, 704, all right? Anyway, hey, I'm gonna get to know you today. It's a beautiful day here in Hollywood, California, so good morning, America. I'm gonna jump to 704, head out to Santa Monica. LT, let's go to the beach, okay? It's a bright, sunny day here in California.